Welcome to the anova.golf coach account. On the left here you can see that our first menu tab here is recent activity. This will show a feed of all your linked players' most recent rounds, and clicking on one of these players will take you to that player's round summary where you can see all of their stats on a read-only basis. So going back, we also have the linked players tab here. Here we can see every single player that is linked to your account, the number of rounds that they've played. In this group column here, we can choose to create a custom group, for example, freshmen. And then that means that we can then filter that in when we come to the ranking section here in a little bit. We see the player subscription. The notifications here is turning on and off email notifications. So every time your player adds a round, you will get an email notification. We could also have another link here to that player's stats, and if you want to unlink the player, you click on this red button here. If you're not yet linked to a player you want to link to, you can invite them here and input their email address. Moving on to the ranking section, we can rank all of our players according to any of the 412 different stats. So let's choose strokes gained and putting from 10 to 15 feet. So this will, when we click generate ranking, this will show which one of our players is best at this particular stat. So we can see that this player has played 13 rounds and is gaining 0.362 on an average tour player and putting from 10 to 15 feet. The average of all of your players is in here, which is useful if you are running a team, for example, a college team. Accounts that are inactive are shown at the bottom over here. We could also filter this. So for example, we created a group called freshmen, and when we click generate ranking, we will only show that particular player or players that belong to this group. We can also filter by round type, tournaments, and then by time horizon, for example, last 10 rounds, and we also have a chance to choose one particular course to see. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Generate ranking. Now we get to see who has the best strokes gained putting from 10 to 15 feet in a tournament round in the last 10 rounds. Moving on to courses, we can see all the courses that are in the system, and if we click on a course, then we can see how many rounds that players linked to our coach account have played here. So in this particular instance at Mar Menor, our players have played 20 rounds. This is the average score. We could also see which players have played, what tees and what scores they've shot, and if we click on one of these rounds, then we get to see their statistics for this round. We can also add another course here. Once we've added a course, then all of your players and all other users of Anova can also use this course to input rounds on. Finally, at the settings tab, we can change our information, and we can also change the units that we choose to display the statistics. And even if one of your players is in meters, we can choose to view that in yards by using these selections over here.